嗨，大家好，我是李贝。All right, let's continue. 标准教程6下册第36课。中国古代书院学到第153页。Yeah, this is actually my 4th time doing this. Sorry, I've had some bad luck this morning. Yeah, 今天的早上真倒霉。Take 4. Yeah. So sometimes things happen, you bump a cable and it interrupts the recording, or I get halfway through my recording and realize, oh, the microphone isn't working for some weird reason or something like this. And this happens a lot. Yeah, and this is what life is like when you're on YouTube. Anyway. 你认为一个好的教育体系应该包含哪些方面？下列教育理念，你同意吗？So yeah, these were my answers. Okay, 要有刻苦严谨的治学精神。Yeah, the students should be. I certainly agree with that one. Students need to be assiduous, study hard. It is assiduous, right? Maybe I should say assiduous. Assiduous? Maybe I've just made up a word. Assiduous. 刻苦的. That's the word they used, right? 刻苦. Assiduous. Except I mispronounced it. I said assiduous. It's assiduous. Okay. Assiduous. Students should be assiduous and studious. 治学, yeah, this 治 means 研究. I looked that up moments ago, or earlier this morning. 研究, 治学. Yeah, 钻研学问. So, okay, so 钻研 would be, 钻 is like drill into and research. 学问 is like a field of study. Scholarship, learning. Okay, 学问. All right. So yeah, 同意。学问比道德培养更重要。Yeah, this one I do. 我半同意半不同意，所以我加了2个对号，2个勾，我勾号。我为什么同意？为什么不同意？因为我们讨论的是教育体系，这个包括从小到大，对吗？小学、中学、大学都包括在内。不过呢，也许小学生应该学会道德和有关的方面。不过呢，大学生呢，他有自己的思想，他可以自主，可以自主的思想，不用别人告诉他们应该怎样做事，对吗？所以有点同意，有点不同意。第3点，学习没有捷径。Yeah, 捷径. Do you know the word 捷径? 捷径 is a shortcut. Used both literally and non-literally. Literally and figuratively, like in English. 捷径 is a noun as well. Yeah, so when you're studying, there's no shortcuts. I think I agree with that quite strongly. You can see that in my videos. I try my best not to take shortcuts. Yeah, 我尽量避免走捷径. Yeah, if you cut corners and keep cutting corners, you eventually find, oh, there's nothing left. Yeah, so I try to avoid cutting corners and do things properly. Yeah, I think I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that there's the beginner student attitude is you want to learn everything as quickly as possible. You want to minimize your study time. Whereas when you get to my level, it's the opposite. You want to kind of maximize your study time. And you're more focused on maintaining enjoyment and things like this, so that you put in those hours, those hundreds and thousands of hours. I'm pretty sure I'm over 1,000 hours of videos by now. Yeah. Also, if you take shortcuts, especially if you're a beginner, you'll find that you'll just find that future you has to do this, right? It's like, okay, I won't study this now. It doesn't mean you can get away without studying it. It just means that, yeah, you'll have to do it later on. That's about it. So yeah, go. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes things like exams, you have to just like optimize your marks, like for your for practical reasons. So I mostly agree with this. OK， 独立思考很重要。sorry， 我跳过一个。不断的复习很重要。Yeah, so constantly revising is important. Yeah, I agree with that. Eventually, you kind of don't need to. When it comes to learning Chinese, you've kind of got a strong enough grasp that you kind of automatically revise things. 复习就是比如说在你日常阅读中，你会重复的遇到很多词汇，学过的词汇，掌握好的词汇，所以呢，你不用军队这些词汇，你可以就是自动复习，这样复习。Yeah, that's why part of the reason why it's very important to get a large amount of input. It kind of just naturally provides revision and also gives you an idea of what is important to learn and what is not. Okay, 独立思考很重要。Yeah, I think that's quite important. I've put 3 ticks. I remember doing this. I put 2 ticks initially, then put a third. I'm like 2.5 ticks on this one. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Whoops. Yeah, so and now my hair went in my copy. 我一点都不高雅，对吗？ Alright, 独立思考很重要。Yeah, the ability to independently think. So, yeah, I think this is quite important. So the ability to understand your own weaknesses, what you're good at, what you need to improve upon, that's very important. The ability to understand like learning methods that suit you, that work for you. I notice a lot of people on YouTube like to give advice on how to learn languages. My general attitude towards that is that it really should be personalized or individualized, your study methods. So imagine you have on one hand a 7-year-old and on the other hand a 70-year-old, and one of them says to you, "Oh, how should I learn Chinese?" Now, you would give totally different advice to the 7-year-old and the 70-year-old, right? I'm right, right? Totally different advice to the 7-year-old and 70-year-old. However, yeah, you see it all the time online, and people ask for language learning advice. And it's like, oh, here's your advice, here's your advice. It's like, do you even know if they're 7 or 70? Do you know anything about this person at all? Are they like Japanese and maybe have a huge advantage from like learning lots of kanji? Or maybe they're like me, or a native English speaker or something like this, and learning characters is really hard. Have they learned a tonal language? Do they know about linguistics? Do they know what a noun is? Yeah, some people don't quite know what a noun is. Things like this, the kind of basic linguistics terms don't even know. So, yeah, my general attitude is, okay, you just try a lot of things, see what works for you. So 独立思考很重要. Things like, yeah, so try it. Does it work for you? If it works for you, great. Yeah, the other thing is goals, right? Like different people have different goals. So how can you tell someone how to learn a language if you don't even know what their goals are? It's like, How do I get to my destination? Where's your destination? I obviously cannot tell you how to get to your destination if I don't know where your destination is. People do that all the time when learning languages. They give advice. Like, I just do what works for me. Okay. So yeah, I think this is highly important. 形成讨论、质疑、不同观点互相辩论的风气。So 互相辩论的风气 this is like 辩论 is kind of argumentational, maybe like debating. 风气 is like a feeling of the environment. This kind of thing. So we've got students kind of debating things. Is this good? Is this bad? I'm leaning towards I don't agree with this kind of thing. Yeah, I sometimes read texts about this. I bought this. 教育国际汉语 International Chinese 教育案例与分析 and inside this book it's got lots of examples filled with mistakes and things like this that teachers have made, Chinese teachers have made, and they just share it with people so that you don't make the same mistakes. And generally, I think, so I read books like that, and generally I feel that, like, it's not that bad to make mistakes, but sometimes it can be very discouraging if you're constantly making mistakes kind of thing. So, and yeah, 互相辩论, yeah, it's a bit of an issue. So I'm like, if your students are arguing with each other. So I'm leaning more towards 不同意. But of course, my this is not especially strong. And next is 其他, which means you add your own, basically. So here I wrote 有犯错的空间，有改错的能力. Yeah, or maybe I should write 机会. Yeah, maybe 机会, 能力, 机会. You get the idea. Anyway, it's not that important. Yeah, making mistakes I think is vital. Yeah, I like to imagine the language learning process as a kind of a sequence of mistakes. Like, the language learning process is like a sequence of mistakes. These are all the mistakes you're going to make. Okay, in reality, that goes on forever. And maybe you're here, and these are the mistakes you're going to make in the future, and these are the mistakes you've already made in the past. There's no way you're not going to make these mistakes. You're going to make these mistakes. You cannot not make these mistakes, but you can take this mistake and move it over here. So go from future mistakes to past mistakes. Not making mistakes is not an option. You can, if you make the mistakes, you can put them as past mistakes, get them from future mistakes to past mistakes. Now I envisage this with like 10,000 or maybe more mistakes. So get making those mistakes. The other thing is, yeah, I mentioned one of my previous videos. Yeah, we discovered my knowledge of 写, or we encountered this phrase and I thought it was weird. We're studying 心得. And ChatGPT said this and I was like, is that right? It can't be right. Turns out, yeah, I didn't know that this is acceptable. It wouldn't be acceptable in English. 写一篇自己的心得. So yeah, usually when you write something tangible, like you write a book. Here you're writing an article of your 心得. Yeah, so that's a mistake I made. However, so what happens is you find this mistake you're making, and then you're like, oh, wow. You can point out these mistakes. However, more interestingly is, does the mistake generalize? And in this case, it did, right? So we found out that you can write things that are not tangible, like books and articles, you can write your 心得, you can write your 感受. So in English, yeah, you wouldn't really do this. So that's not such a natural concept for me. So yeah, so not only making mistakes, yeah, kind of like dissecting them to figure out where you went wrong, and then generalizing that and identifying, yeah, like identifying the scope of what errors it is. Like if I looked at this and said, oh, okay, I accept this as correct and that's it and nothing else, I wouldn't have realized it's part of a whole family of mistakes I'm making. Yeah. Anyway, let us continue. Vocabulary. So we started this and I got to about somewhere here before I realized, oh, my microphone is not working, which was really annoying. Oh. All right. 私 refers to private, things that are private. So we talked about 私人. 私人 is a private person, right? Private person. So it was used, well, look it up again. 私人. So it was used, okay. It says noun, but okay. 可以指个人 individual 跟公家相区别。这个企业由私人掌管，私人房产。Yeah, so this is by an individual or by a private individual. Yeah, this feels like legalese to me. 区别，个人之间的私人关系，私人交往。Yeah, 私人关系 is like personal relationship. I have a personal relationship with someone. So maybe you have a relationship outside of work or a non-professional relationship, that sort of thing. And this one I think was a legal one. This sort of thing. Oh, 私人信件, personal correspondence. Oh, actually that's on the list. 私信. So 私信 seems to be this one. 私人信件, like personal, private correspondence maybe. 私人财产, personal, private property. 私人关系, interpersonal relationship. Or like personal. This one, a close personal relationship. Yeah, so it's not like just you go to work, you say hi, you're acquainted, but yeah. Maybe, yeah, you don't go to that person to the movies and so on. You just have a friendly relationship and so on. 私事, 私事, 私 meaning private, 事 meaning matter, private matters. Yeah. Yeah. 这不是一件私事. No, yeah, well, this is not a private matter. 私事. 私人的事情和公事 Okay, so private matters, public matters. 这是我的私事，与你无关。All right. 与你无关. Got nothing to do with you. Kind of a bit harsh, isn't it? All right. What's next? 私下. So 私下, yeah, so you probably encountered phrases like 在这个情况下. Yeah, so under these circumstances. So in this case, the 私 is private. So in 私下, in private, or 私下. What did they translate it to? 在暗地里. Yeah, 暗地里 is a similar phrase, isn't it? Secretly, inwardly, on the side. Okay, it's not like you kind of don't tell people about this. 私下干的坏事. Yeah. Okay, so this is a bad thing. 私下议论. So 议论 is often used when you talk about people, especially behind their backs. 私自进行的不通过有关部门或公众的私下了结. Is 了结 a word? Seems it is. 了结, settled. Oh yeah, we settled in the sense of settled out of court. The 结 is 结束. All right. 调解. Oh, is this like privately mediated or something? Yeah, Yeah, a few of these seem related to court and so on. 你可以私下里跟你的医生讲。Okay, so when you talk to your doctor, there are laws, right? They can't just willy-nilly tell people you said X, Y, Z and what your medical conditions are. Same with lawyers and a few other professions. 我们要找个安静的角落私下聊一聊 talk in private. So that might not be a bad thing. Maybe you have something like you want to criticize someone or something like this. Maybe it's best you don't do it in front of everyone. Or maybe you have bad news. Yeah, you might not want to tell them that their relative is dead or something like that. 政府迫切希望私下了结整个案件。So yeah, out of court. 私下. So this is not literally private because we're talking about government, right? So yeah, settled out of court. 私信. Yeah, so the 信 here literally means like letter, the kind of letter you have in an envelope. 私信 is a private letter, but it probably means private correspondence. Private correspondence. If you're in academia, you might encounter this concept. So you're writing a paper, and maybe this professor over here to your left has done some research on a topic, but they haven't published their paper yet. And you ask them, do you know anything about blah, blah, blah? And they're like, yes, I do. And then you write, I haven't published this. They're like, I haven't published this yet, but here's what I know. Blah, 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 blah. And then you mention that in your paper. In private correspondence, Professor such and such says, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. 私信. All right. Next is 私有. 私有. Yeah, privately have. Privately have. And privately owned. 就是私人的拥有, like it's owned by a person or an individual. 私有 as opposed to owned by the public or the government. 私有. 私人拥有, yeah. Privately owned or possessed or something like this. 跟公有国有相区别. Yeah, so 国有, in China, 国有, there's a lot of like government-owned companies. Yeah, 国有农场. 农场 is a farm. So a government-owned farm. 民有 is another one, is it? Privately owned? Maybe. 国有资产. 资产, what's this? Resources? Production? Capital. Usually capital is 资本, but maybe it's assets. Yeah, assets is maybe a better translation. 将铁路收回国有. Yeah, so this is nationalize. So you nationalize private railways. So we look in my previous edition of this video before I realized my microphone wasn't working. Yeah, we looked at 私有化, 私有化, 私有化. So privatization. So I remember in Australia, in Melbourne, we had, I think it was Jeff Kennett at the time, and we had government-owned railways. So 国有铁路, I guess. How would you say that? Privately owned railways, right? Like the system. Anyway, yeah. And then Jeff Kennett, 私有化 Australia's, Melbourne's railway system. And then we have all these private companies running the railway system, and yeah, the quality of service went because the government-owned railway system, yeah, they were more interested in like maintenance and things like that. Whereas in privately owned railway system, they were kind of more interested in profit. All right, next, 私营. 私营, 营 usually refers to managing like a business or something like this. So 私营 will be like privately run business or something like that. 私营. 私人投资经营. So privately invested, and it's run, but it's not every type of run. It's run in the sense of running a business. 和国营、公营相区别. Okay, so we should think of 私 here as well as having 国 and 公, so government or publicly run. 以下各种企业允许私营. Okay, so 以下 is the following. They didn't actually write what enterprises. Like this would occur in a document or something, and they'd say 以下各种企业允许私营, and then they would list like maybe 10 different enterprises, which can be privately run. Okay, what's this second one? 私人经营的. Yeah, that's the same thing. Oh, one's a verb, one's an adjective. Yeah. 私营商店, privately owned shop. Yeah. All right. 私立. What is 私立? Privately established? I don't know what 私立 is. 私立. It's not that silly. 私立. 私自设立. So this is without authorization, is it? 私自. Yeah, this is a little confusing. Maybe it's sillier than I thought. Silly 名目. I don't know what that means. Is it a phrase? 名目. All right, let's continue. 私人设立的, so privately established. 跟公立. 公立. Oh, right, I do know 私立. I talk about 私立学校. This one, 私立学校. Yeah, there are private schools, like private Chinese schools you can go to. 私立学校. I do know 私立. As opposed to 公立, publicly. Usually these are like for profit or something. They want to make money. 私立医院. Yeah, so private hospital. Yeah. Yeah, I know this one then. What's this one? 私自设立. I'm not sure. 私立学校. 这所学校是国立的还是私立的? A public or private school? All right. 我在一所私立学校读书. Yeah, so 读书, in addition to meaning read a book, can mean study. So yeah, I'm studying in a private school. 私立高等学校. 他让子女们上私立学校. Yeah, usually 私立学校 are expensive. More expensive than public schools. All right, 私宅. 宅 is like residence. 私宅, private residence. Actually, let's look at Google image search, because I'm guessing we'll get some images where it's like private property, no trespassing or something like this. 私宅. I have to put it in. 私宅. 私宅. All right. 私宅. Let me get the pronunciation right. 私宅. 私宅. So this is private property. This is someone's private personal residence. It's not in the dictionary. Maybe I don't want to look at these photos anymore. Why is it coming up with so many Japanese? Yeah. There's a lot of Japanese phrases there, so I'm a bit worried that maybe that wasn't the best idea. Because maybe we're getting a Japanese usage of 私宅, 私宅. Okay, 私人住宅, yeah. Okay, so there you go. 2 examples in Pleco, so it's not top priority. 酒店的旁边是一处私宅. Okay, a private residence. I think it implies someone's living there, kind of thing. 私宅可用房间what? 可用房间数量的增加对住宿空间的普遍短缺起到了缓解作用。What? It's a complicated sentence, hey? You know what? It's not important. But you do need to know 宅, 住宅 in particular. 宅, 住宅楼, private residence, or apartment building, I guess. 住宅楼, residential building. 规模较大的住房 residence. 住宅电话, 住宅区. Yeah, people live there. That's the important thing. All right. 私生活. 私生活. Presumably this is like private life. 私生活. 私生活. Private life. Yeah. It's the same as in English, right? 属于个人方面的生活，多指日常生活中表现出来的品质作风。OK， 不干涉别人的私生活。Yeah, don't interfere in other people's private lives. 名人的私生活 private life of a famous person. Yeah, so is there a 公生活? I'm not sure. 私生活 what? I know there's one here with, actually, what if we put a question mark there? 过生活慢生活 yes, slow life. 私生活讨生活 seek a living. Oh yeah, I think I've encountered that before. 性生活 this is your sex life. 夜生活 night life. Okay, 新生活运动 new life movement. I don't know what that is. All right. 私房钱 what is 私房钱? Private house money. What is private house money? Oh, is this like rates? Oh, private savings of a family. 私房钱它有一小笔私房钱，所以他们生活的还不错。All right, so private money. Private savings? I don't know this one. It doesn't look high priority to me. 公私分明 公public 私 private 分明 like clear cut. So I'm anticipating a clear cut difference between public and private lives. 公私分明 scrupulous in separating public from private interests. 公私分明 well, that didn't help, did it? So let's go to 有道 公私分明 sorry, 公私分明 there we go 公私分明 can you see? Yeah. 不论是组织活动和朋友交谈还是处理问题都应做到公私分明 Just keep your private and public life. Well, the gong is public, but maybe it's more like work. Like the part of your life where you need to interact with others. What is this? Qin Yuan. This is someone's name, Qin Yuan. 要是在工作中与恋人发生争执。So 恋人 is your lover or someone you've fallen in love with. 就会显得你不够专业，而且公私分明的你也会更容易同其他同事打成一片。So what's the second one? So we're criticizing like people getting into arguments with their lovers at work. So you're in the workplace. Maybe you have a relationship with Susan from accounting, and yeah, maybe Susan from accounting. You're getting into an argument at work, and yeah, you're not making a very clear distinction between your personal and private lives. Yeah, 不够专业. 专业 here would mean professional. 不够专业, not speciality or major. Yeah, usually it's 专业 means major, like a major at a university. 你的专业是什么？我的专业是数学. But here it means professional. So it's 不够, not sufficiently professional. 而且公私分明的你. So this is you in the hypothetical situation where you make a clear distinction between your personal and public lives. 也会更容易同. This 同 is a preposition, meaning with here, with 其他同事打成一片. Okay, 打成一片. This is a 民国 or something, merge, integrate. 打成一片. That's a 成. Yeah, I kind of agree with this. When you're young, you do silly things. But when you get older, it's like, yeah, it's better to keep them separate. Yeah, all right. Anyway, I think you get the idea. And in the textbook, I added one. I added 私家车. This is a 私家车. This is an important word to learn. You need to know 私家车. 私家车, private car. So like you own a car. This is my car. This is not someone else's car. This is my car. Of course, yeah. So nowadays you can just scan a QR code and like, oh, I'll just use that car. Yeah. Of course, there's things like taxis and whatnot. So in certain countries, like I'm thinking America in particular, like private car ownerships, I guess 私家车的拥有率很高. You say 拥有率, 拥有率, ownership. 第一，通过提高税费限制私家车拥有率，保有量。So restricting private car ownership, the ownership rate. Yeah. So when I went to America, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have my own car, so I just thought, oh, I'll walk to the shops. It's only a few kilometers away. That's not so far. And yeah, doesn't work like that in America, does it? End up walking on like multi-lane highways, and I was like, what? Yeah. The other thing is, I did not realize that you're not meant to do that. Whoops. I'm glad I didn't get caught. Yeah, like here, in most places, you kind of think of roads as a communal place. So, yeah. I mean, obviously you want to take sensible precautions, but it doesn't belong to any individual in particular. 拥有私家车的人口 Yeah, 人口密集地区。这是未 So yet to own a private car. Yeah, sometimes yet is you like this kind of yet to own. Yeah, something like it's good for words like 未成年人, right? Yet to be an adult means minor. 未成年人, here, yet to own a private car. With the assumption that, with the kind of background assumption that owning a private car is a good thing and you will eventually do it. I don't have a car. If I want to go to a shop, I will just walk there. Pretty much everything's in walking distance from here. If I want to go somewhere, I just take public transport. And you can take public transport to basically anywhere in China. And what's the other thing? If I need something moved, I don't know, pay someone to move it. Costs a lot less than a car. All right, what's next? Liu. Liu refers to flow. So it's used in quite a few ways. This looks really dark, doesn't it? So I had this trouble before. If I put the textbook here, suddenly it's bright. All I've done is move the textbook slightly. If I move it here, it goes dark. I haven't figured out why. I don't know. It's counterintuitive sometimes, because if I make my room really bright, the software will automatically adjust and make it darker. So sometimes you think, oh, you just turn the light on. How hard is that? Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes counterintuitive. Okay, 流转, 流转, 流动, 流浪, 流放, 流年, 流失, 流通, 流星, 流离, 流落, 轮流, 漂流. All right, I think I know like 4 of those. Okay, 流转. I don't know. What do you reckon? 流转. 流, flow, 转. 转 often means rotate, revolve. It could mean like change, reverse. I can't think of any meaning there. 流动, 转移. 流转各地. I don't know what that means. All right, what is 流转? Oh, this is in circulation. Oh yeah. It's like a coin in circulation. 商品或资金在流通过程中周转. Okay, this is in circulation. Okay, 加速资金流转. Yes, circulation in the sense of like pennies. Pennies are in circulation, or like a product is in circulation. It's not circulation in the sense of circulating blood. That's 循环. This one, 循环. This is circulating. 恶性循环. Evil. Vicious circle. Yeah. 促进血液循环. Stimulate blood circulation. So 流转. So this is the one for 流转, wander all over the country. Not necessarily the country, it's just wander. 岁月流转. 流转环节, 资金流转. Like cash flow or circulation. Maybe flow. Let's put, no, kind of very similar words, aren't they? Not worth putting. Literally, 流畅. 流畅 flows naturally. What examples we got? 资金流转, 虚灵. So 资金 is like funds. Oh yeah, like just funds. Funds for projects, whatnot. 流转, circulation. 虚灵, so I guess 失去它的灵活, kind of become sluggish. Malfunction, be out of order. I guess it's figurative. 声调和谐流转. 岁月流转. I think you'd normally use 流失. No, 流逝. Is that on the list? It's not on the list. Do I know how to write it? I don't think I know this one. Liu, and then something like this. Something's wrong with that character. Here. It's totally wrong. That's what's wrong with it. Liu Shi. I knew it was wrong. I just couldn't pinpoint why. Okay, so this is 折,打折,折扣. The 折. 流折,折,折断. The 折, and then you add a dou. Yeah, 流逝. This is a better collocation, I think. 光阳流逝. Okay, 随着时间的流逝. Yeah. But usually it's 随着时间的推移. Anyway, is that really not on the list? It's not there, is it? It's definitely a common word. 流逝. Okay, 流转. So let's just ask ChatGPT. I want to know if what's the word for circulation in the sense of the government keeps pennies in circulation? 流通. So it chooses 流通. 政府决定将更多的新钞票投入流通. So new 钞票 is a banknote. So new banknotes. 钞票. First turn. Sorry, 钞票. 新钞票. So new banknotes. 投入. 投入 literally means to throw into something, but it's used figuratively, of course. 投入流通, thrown into circulation. Okay, so 流通, that's on the list. So let's have a look at 流通. 这些纪念币, so the commemorative coin. We talked about 纪念碑, 纪念品, 纪念日, 纪念 whatever. So 纪念币, commemorative coin. 不再在市场上流通. Okay. So it looks like thinking of this as a coin. For a coin, we should use 流通, not 流转. But we'll ask in a second. 保持货币的流通对经济非常重要. Yeah, so 货币 is currency. So maintaining the flow of currency, the circulation of currency. 政府的政策有助于商品和服务的自由流通. Yeah. Flow of goods, 服务. Yeah, actually, it's a bit weird, isn't it? 流通 services don't really flow. 流通中的货币量. Sorry, let me try again. 流通中的货币量直接影响到通货膨胀率. Okay, so the amount of currency in circulation directly affects the inflation rate. All right, and how does this differ from 流转? "流通和流转的意思在意思上有些相似，但用法和具体含义上有区别。流通通常指货币、商品等在市场上的交换和流动。Okay, so I retract my previous sentence. 流通 should be used for circulation of coins and products and whatnot. So I'm still not sure what 流长 is for. But let's look at 流. Let's read what ChatGPT is saying. 强调的是物品在经济系统中的自由交换的和使用。So economic systems. So the exchange, the free exchange and usage of commodities in a free in an economic system. All right. 货币的流通速度对经济有重要影响。新发行的钞票已经开始在市场上流通。OK，and 流转。通常指的是财务、资源等的不同单位、部门之间的转移和流动。So this is between departments and units in the sense of in a workplace. So in a workplace, we're transferring between them or flowing between them. So here would be more like assets and resources. 更侧重于从一个地方转移到另一个地方的过程。Okay, 流转。So it's flowing from, say, I don't know, sales to marketing. So sales is selling things, getting all this money, and they goes to marketing and they start promoting the product or something. 公司的资产在不同部门之间流转。So company assets are flowing between different departments. 政府鼓励土地资源的合理流转。All right, so this is like the flow of assets, circulation of goods. Yeah, this is really quite different, isn't it? It's not the circulation of coins. 企业的资金在不同项目之间流转。土地流转政策有助于提高农业生产效率。资源的流转需要经过严格的审批程序。在节假日，商品的流转速度会加快。各部门之间的文件流转非常顺畅。Yeah, all right. So where is 流通? You see here. 流通. So this is circulation of EG coins. And this is circulation of resources of EG. Yeah, so different. They are different. All right, next we'll do 流动. 流动 means to flow. I think it's basically 流. 流 means flow. 流动 means flow. Literally flow. 流动. 流动. Okay. 液体和气体移动. Yeah, so a liquid or a gas is physically moving. 流动的小溪. 溪 is a brook. So you often hear the phrase 小溪. 小溪 is a little brook. So you kind of expect very, very little water in this brook. 流动的. So it's a brook that is flowing, a flowing brook. 空气. Sorry, let me try again. 空气. 空气流动. So this is airflow. All right, what's the second meaning? 指经常变动位置. Oh, so this is like the flow. Yeah, this is more general, used for physical, used for things that move around a lot, I guess. 流动人口. So like a floating population. I think this refers to places like tourist destinations where maybe a fair chunk of the population is a floating population. They don't live there, but they're always there, kind of thing. 流动演出. So this is like flowing act. So it flows naturally. Go from one place to place. Oh, no, it's not like that. 流动演出. So this is, you have a performance that you perform at one place and then you perform it in another place and so on. You're on the road performing. Okay, 空气流动, air is circulating. Yeah, maybe 流通 is even better. Not sure. 水向低处流动. Water, it says water flows towards low places. And be on the move. 促进人才合理流动. So facilitate the, yeah, so rational flow is not something you would say in English. Yeah, so 合理, it's kind of like well thought out, sensible, reasonable, or rational kind of thing. The flow is not something you think of as like planned or whatnot. So it's a very weird phrase in English. But yeah, 合理流动. So it's like, so promote just the kind of beneficial flow of 人才, talented personnel. Yeah. 流动推饭. Yeah, 推饭. No, sorry, 摊饭. Not 推饭. 摊饭. 摊饭. Street vendor. Yeah. 流动货车. Shop on wheels. All right. All right, what's next? 流浪. 流浪. Yeah, 流浪 meaning to wander. Maybe you know it. Is it it's a novel, maybe also a TV series, I'm not sure. By 刘慈欣. 流浪地球. 流浪地球. This one. It is a TV show as well, right? Wandering Earth. 流浪地球. And this is by is it 刘慈欣? 慈欣, how do you say it? 刘慈欣, yeah, 刘慈欣, who wrote Santi, the famous novel Santi, Three-Body Problem. You may have also seen that TV series, and this is the same author, I believe. Wandering Planet. Okay. 流浪. What things wander? 流浪狗. Wandering dog. 流浪狗. Oh, how 可怜. All right. So this means a stray dog. In English, you would say a stray dog. 流浪狗. 流浪狗. Or 流浪猫. Yeah, 流浪猫. Yeah, here in China, you see a lot of, actually, both stray cats and dogs. People tend to feed them. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like, I don't know, maybe they're not stray, they're just people let them out. Not sure. So 流浪, what is 流浪包? I don't know. Wandering bag? It's just a brand name, is it? Chanel? Wait, is Chanel 流浪? I don't believe that. I cannot believe that. That's not Chanel. Maybe it's the name of this particular style of Chanel bag. 经典流浪包. Okay, yeah, so this this particular style of bag is called 流浪包. Apparently that's I don't know. That's called 流浪包. That's not important. 流浪汉. Han. 那个汉. 流浪汉. 流浪汉. Yeah, that's a 流浪汉. So 流浪, these people, Han is like a lad or something like this, right? 流浪汉. Sorry, what does it say? Man. Okay, there you go, man. So this is a wanderer. Yeah, so they're wandering from place to place. They don't have any place to live and so on. 流浪汉. What else? Maybe that's all you need to know, really. 流浪汉, 流浪狗, 流浪猫, and 流浪 by itself. 流浪. What is nomad? nomad in Chinese. 游牧部落的 yeah 流浪者 wanderer 流浪者 but 游牧 I think is the correct term. 游牧 oh 游牧 is a verb, so 游牧者漫游者游牧民 yeah 流浪 yeah 流浪 means kind of to wander aimlessly. You're not going somewhere, you're just going. Yeah so there are other words like 徘徊 pace up and down walk to and fro, which may be more suitable than 流浪. I think 流浪 comes with a bit of negativity, like 流浪漂泊各地居无定所生活没有着落 roam about yeah 流浪街头到处流浪 wander from place to place. Now the implication is that this is kind of a bad thing. Yeah, what about is it called gypsies? GYPS gypsy 吉普赛人 oh it's just they don't use 流浪 here. No. All right, 流浪 liu mu. Oh, okay. Liu mu. That was the one we just looked at. Liu mu was to live a nomadic lifestyle. So this one you might encounter in your history textbook. Liu mu. What? Liu. Oh, sorry, not liu mu. Liu fang. What did we? Oh no, it wasn't liu mu. It was you mu. So I said the wrong thing. You mu. You know what? I'm going to jot that down. 游牧 I'll just put it here. 游牧 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 Just kind of rove around as a nomad. So this is a verb. I'll note that too. Verb. All right. So this is liu fang. It's not, I got both of them wrong. You mu is not liu fang. Both characters are different. What is liu fang? I don't know what liu fang is. Green. Liu fang. What do you reckon liu fang is? Liu fang. Danish, send into exile. Float downstream. Okay, 把犯人押送到边缘荒凉的地方生活和劳动，古代一种刑罚。So, okay, 终生流放 So to be exiled to Siberia. 他被流放到西伯利亚 So to exile. All right. To exile. Shall we put it in Google image search, see what comes up? 流放. All right. So this ain't good, is it? 流放. 古代是的流放地. All right. So these people are presumably criminals. Yeah, so my understanding is they put this wood around the neck so that they can't feed themselves and so on. So they rely on other people for help or something like that. I think that was the kind of punishment or whatever. All right, 流放. You are banished or exiled. Would Jar Jar Binks count as 流放? Was Jar Jar Binks 流放? What's the second one? That's a verb too. 把原木 毛、竹等放在河流中顺流运走。So float logs downstream. So it's, you put the wood on a river or something to transport it. 流放木材. Okay, so that's quite different. So you can tell it's totally different because you cannot banish a log to Siberia. So 流放地 wouldn't be 流放的, it would be 流放地 if it's a penal colony. 流放. So would Jar Jar Binks be banished? Is 流放 an appropriate word to use in the context of Jar Jar Binks? What's the Chinese word for Jar Jar Binks? OK， 流放这个词用于描述把某人强制迁移到远离家乡的地方。通常是由于某种惩罚或政治原因，因此它有放逐和流亡的意思。So these are two synonyms: 放逐 banished, 流亡 forced into exile. So maybe 流亡 is a better word. 流放。在描述像 Jar Jar Binks 这样的角色时，如果你想强调他被驱逐 ，Yeah, we studied this word not that long ago. 驱逐。To be expelled, 驱逐和被迫离开这个地方，流放是合适的。OK， Jar Jar Binks 被流放到那部新，this is Naboo, Naboo in Chinese, like Naboo, the planet or solar system in the Star Wars universe. Naboo. OK， 流放到那部新的沼泽地，沼泽地 ，yeah, marsh. Yeah, so Jar Jar Binks was banished to Naboo's marshlands. Yeah, all right. 因为一些误会 ，Jar Jar Binks 被迫流放。Yeah. 在那次失败的任务后 ，Jar Jar Binks 被流放出议会。Yeah, all right. So Jar Jar Binks. When I think of banishment, I think of Jar Jar Binks. All right. Anyway, what's next? 流年。Okay, this is like the passing of years. That's my guess. 流年 fleeting time 不断流逝的岁月。Okay, so what is this? 虚掷流年 What is 虚掷？虚掷白白扔掉 What is this? I don't know what we're talking about. Waste. Okay, wasting your years. Okay, and 算命的人指一年的运气。What is 算命？算命的 fortune teller， 算命的人指一年的运气。So you're telling the fortune of the upcoming year. 流年不利，不利 would be 不吉利 I guess. 不利 unfavorable. Okay. So two usages. I don't recall encountering either of them. 流年不利. Probably the fortune telling one you might encounter in movies or TV shows, especially if they're depicting the past. 中韩交流年 no. There's not many examples here. I don't think this is a top priority word. Just guess it from context. I feel like maybe you would encounter this word once every year or something like this. Not a high priority word. 流失 it's like flows by and disappears, right? 流失 maybe 流失 wash away. Okay, so 流失, this is erosion, the first one. This is the physical one. 流失, so it's water erosion, right? 水土矿物等有用物质白白的流走和散失。Yeah, sorry. So we have water, dirt, or minerals that are washing away through erosion. 水土流失 肥料流失 is 肥料 fertilizer or something? So 化肥 is fertilizer. 肥料 will be the effectiveness of fertilizer. 流失 doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, often used figuratively. 比喻人员、财物等从本地本单位流动或转移出去而丧失。So this would be like the flow of human resources, something to maybe maybe they leave your company and go to another company which has, I don't know, better salary or something. 拒绝国有资产流失. Okay, so 拒绝 is like curb, 国有 inhibit, curb. 国有 we talked about not long ago when we talked about 私有. This is 国有, government owned. 资产, this is like assets. We talked about this. Government owned assets. 流失. So we're curbing the like erosion or the gradual loss of government owned assets. All right, 跟流失不同，流失的对象多指具体事物，流逝的对象一般指时间以及某些抽象数。Yeah, so 流逝, this one, 流逝 is usually time, really. I don't recall seeing it outside of time. 防止水土流失, so this is erosion. So maybe that comes together. 水土流失, water, dirt, erosion. Loss of water and erosion of soil. 人才流失, brain drain. Yeah, in English they say brain drain. So this is a case where they didn't translate it directly. 人才 is talent. So we're talking about like highly qualified individuals, and maybe they get an education in your country because you have a good education system, and then they go to another country because they get a bit more profit, more money in it. They get more money in that country. So brain drain. 国有资产流失生 school dropout. All right. 流失生 first time I've encountered that. All right. 流通, yeah, we talked about that. Circulation of coins and things. Was there anything else we needed to know besides that? 流通 流动畅通不停滞 okay 血脉流通 so this is flowing so 血脉 this is the in Chinese both veins and arteries are combined into this one 血脉流通 okay so it seems like you can use this one as well for blood circulation not just 循环 is there any difference? Not sure. Maybe there's grammatical differences. 流通讯费 all right. And this one like okay 商品流通股票上市流通 yeah. Circulation of air 空气流通 加速商品流通，货币流通。Yeah, I don't know. I think most of the time these seem very, very similar. Maybe just use this one. Seems better. 流星. Yeah, 流星. 流 meaning flow. 星 is star. You often see the phrase 流星 or 流星雨. 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 Yeah, this is 流星雨. Flowing star rain. 流星 is one of them, right? I suppose it's not necessarily one of them. 流星. What is 流星锤? Meteor hammer? All right, 流星. 流星would be like a shooting star, I guess. 流星. 流星大爆炸. 流星. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, one of my co-authors, her name is like this, because she's 姓刘. 她姓刘. One of my co-authors, 她姓刘. So her name sounds a lot like 流星雨. So, I'm not sure whether that's a coincidence. Maybe, yeah, maybe there is a, like she was named after a meteor shower. But the pronunciation is similar, but the characters are different. All right, 流星. Okay, 琉璃. What is 琉璃? I got nothing. 琉璃. Maybe it's like flow away. 琉璃, 流落. 轮流, 漂流. Okay, what is 流离? Do you think it's flow away? 流离. So to flow and cause to, yeah, 流离. 流离. Is it there? Yeah. Wander about. Oh, so it's kind of like 流浪. All right. 因灾荒、战乱等流转离散. So this includes refugees. Yeah, I don't think this is 流离. All right. 仅在欧洲就有3000万人流离失所. Oh, okay, so this 仅 is not saying merely, it's saying in 仅在. Yeah. It's like we're only including this. So that's a different usage. Like, I have to think about that. I might just jot down 仅在. I'm going to put it down in my notepad beside the desk. I'll think about that later. 大批流离失所. Maybe we jot this down. 流离失所的人移民到了加拿大. All right, so 移民 here, yes, it means like migrant, right? 移民, but it can also mean it can also be a verb. Sorry. So yeah, it means this kind of migrant, but also to migrate. To migrate, immigrate, or emigrate or immigrate. And don't ask me what the difference is. One's from a country to another country. No, from the current country to, yeah, or, you get the idea. Too complicated. Not worth it. Let's jot this down. 流离失所. So you're going to another place because you've lost your house. 流离失所. 流离失 no, it's do not 失所. 流离失所. I think that one's important, or it seems important. 流落. No, I got nothing. 流落. All right, so it's like 流浪, wander about, destitute. 穷困失意，在外漂泊，yeah, float about. You got nothing to do, so you 流落街头，流落他乡。他 here means 其他的他 not it's not a pronoun. Or maybe it still counts as a pronoun, but it doesn't mean he. All right, I can't think this is especially important. 流落街头. All right, so I'm just going to make a little mental note that 流落 can have this 流浪 kind of meaning, but I've always used 流浪. 轮流 meaning to take turns. Let's maybe Google image search. Maybe I'll have something like that on there. 轮流. So you take turns at something. 轮流. Yeah, so for example here, they're taking turns playing with this rocking horse. The bunny goes first, and then the next animal, which I don't know what they are. That one's a bunny. What is this? A cat? And this is a iguana. 轮流. Yeah, taking turns. You alternate to take turns. Oh yeah, also alternate. 轮流. Yeah, often used for children. They have the 轮流. Otherwise, it's too complicated. 轮流. Yeah, and 次序一个接一个的进行. Yeah, proceed one by one according to order. 每班8个人昼夜 is it 昼夜轮流. So every class of 8 people take turns day and night. Presumably they're doing something, like, so maybe the first 8 people do it now, and then when they're finished, the next 8 people, and so on. And they're not stopping for night. 轮流发言. So 发言 will be give a speech, perhaps at a, like the president will have their spokesperson or something like this. And maybe it's that person and that person and that person and so on. Maybe at a conference as well. 发言. 轮流值班 meaning to be on duty. 轮流做 what is this? 坐庄. Is this a word? Oh, to be the banker, but in like in a game, like Monopoly or something. 她和妹妹轮流做家务. Okay, so she and her sister take turns to do the 家务. All right, what's next? 漂流. Yeah, 漂流 漂 meaning float, 流 meaning flow. So I'm envisaging like a leaf or a feather on water flowing along. 漂流. Or maybe a boat that is broken. Maybe just 漂流, float on the current, drift along, rafting. Okay, I think I did this once. Yeah, it was a really hot day and everyone just got absolutely soaked. Yeah, so a raft is called 筏子. Okay, just a minute, I have to find the character. This is a raft. What do they call it? 筏子? 斑皮? No, 羊皮. 筏子. Raft. So this will 漂流在水面上. And unless you get out the 桨, 你可以划桨 and go where you want, but maybe you're just not strong enough to fight against the current. All right, 漂流. All right, what's next? 缩 is contract. So to make smaller, basically. Yeah, so probably the one I'm most familiar with is 压缩. 压缩 is to compress. So maybe on your computer you have some 压缩文件, like compressed files. So unless you compress them, they're too big. Yeah, so you might compress them, make them smaller. Some of these I just don't know. I'm going to be honest. 缩影, 缩小, 缩短, 缩回, 缩减, 缩水. Got nothing with that one. 缩写. Yeah, this one you need to know. We'll talk about that in a second. 缩印, 紧缩, 减缩, 浓缩. Yeah, this one for coffee. 压缩, 节衣缩食. So this is like saving, not wasting things. All right, some of these I simply do not have any idea whatsoever. The first one, 缩影. So compressed shadow or image. 缩影. All right. Epitome or miniature. 指可以代表或反映同一类型的人和事物的某个人和事物。The epitome. The epitome of blah blah blah. Why is it 缩影? The micro shadow. Maybe epitome in English has some kind of interesting etymology which is related. Okay, anyway. 子夜中的无孙读, right? 无孙, I don't know, is this a famous author? 无孙读, 无孙福. Okay, 无孙福是旧中国民族资本家的缩影. So this is the epitome of this guy, which I don't know much about. Okay, 作品主人公的遭遇是当时农民生活的缩影. Okay, the epitome. The epitome of farmer's life at the time. 遭遇 implies it's a bad experience, so it can't be a good thing. Yeah, 主人公 is the protagonist. Right. So epitome. Maybe it is worth learning this word. I mean, yeah, epitome. Epitome. You say epitome, but it's written epitome. Yeah, I usually use something like 体会, but that's a verb, but no, it's not 体会. What's the word I use? Is it not 体会? It's like embody. 体现, this one. Yeah, that's the word I use. If I remember it. 体现. Okay, 体现. So embody as a verb. So it embodies blah blah blah. So maybe that, what was it? The 主人公体现那一年的生活, something like that. 缩小, yeah, 缩小, 缩短, probably fine. 缩回, a little bit different, but okay. So this is to contract and make smaller. 缩小, we talked about this when we talked about muscles contracting, I think. No, that was 收缩. Is that on the list? Not on the list, is it? 收缩. We need to add it, because we did actually study this word. 收缩. Whoops. 人和. To be honest, don't write that character often. 收缩. 缩小. It's kind of to shrink. 缩小缩小缩小收缩收缩使变小 So you contract something to cause it to become small. So a lot of Chinese words are like this. So they contain the result in the verb. 缩小机构 So you shrink the organization. 缩小影响 So you shrink the effect. Oh no, it has a shrinking effect. 把调查范围缩小 So the investigation, the scope of the investigation, shrink. So we're now investigating this, not this, this, not this, right? 缩小范围 reduce the scope. 缩小贫富差距 So this is shrink the gap between rich and poor. Right? Get the idea. All right, what's next on the list? That's fine. 缩短, same thing, but you just reduce the length instead of the size. 紧缩学变短 Yeah, shorten. Oh, the opposite of 延长 extend. You anti-extend something. Let's pretend that that's a word. 缩短工作时间 Yeah, so shorten working hours. 缩短假期 shorten the holidays. Yeah, sorry. You have to come back to work early. 把发言缩短到20分钟 20 minutes? Yeah, you get the idea. 缩短缩回 this is shrink to kind of shrink in the direction towards yourself, right? 缩回 flinch, recoil 敌人缩回去了 Okay, so this is so it is shrink, but it's like shrink back. So drawn back here. 缩回去，他话说了半截儿，又缩回去了。So he was speaking. It sounds like he was halfway through what he is saying, and it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. And it's like, no, I retract that sentence. Or at least he did not proceed to saying it. It's like, oh no, I won't say that after all. Yeah, sometimes that happens, and it's like, oh no, that's a stupid thing to say. I don't want to say that. But everyone's looking at you thinking you should say something. Sometimes you're better off just letting people go, oh no, I was going to say something, but it turns out it was stupid. So I do not wish to say it. Yeah, you learn through experience. Sometimes it's like, no, that was a stupid thing to say. I don't want to say it. Or if it does come out, sometimes it's better to just say, that was a stupid thing to say. I wish I never said it. That sort of thing. I think most people would respect that, right? I mean, everyone says stupid things from time to time. Anyway, 说回就像一根被拉伸开来 so that would be pulled to extend 拉伸开来却无法缩回去的橡皮筋 So 橡皮 is rubber 橡皮筋 rubber band 筋 is the Chinese word for like tendon. So rubber tendon is rubber band. Okay. So normally when you 拉伸 your rubber band, 拉伸你的橡皮筋 it will just 咚收回 it'll go back. But if you stretch it so far, it just doesn't. Usually it will snap. It will 折断. Yeah. All right, what's next? 收减. So I guess this is the same as this kind of structure. So shrink to cause it to become small, shrink it to become shorter. Here we shrink it to become less. Less or fewer. 缩减. Maybe this what things can be reduced. 缩减费用 reduce costs. There you go. So 紧缩减小，缩减费用，缩减开支 I don't know, this is kind of self-explanatory, right? 劳动力从4000缩减到了400. So the 劳动力, the workforce, has gone from 4,000 and shrunk to 400. 缩减. Yeah, so this is like a number. 减, kind of like fewer. 好莱坞一直在讨论缩减电影预算. Yeah, so shrinking the movie budget. Yeah. Yeah. Things that can be reduced in number. So, yeah. Okay, 缩水. Shrink water. 缩水. I got nothing. What could shrink water mean? 缩水. So shrink due to the effect of water. Oh, dehydrate. So 2 meanings. 这种布洗后会缩水. It'll shrink in the wash. All right. What's this one? Fall. Fall has like 10 different meanings in English. Which meaning are we talking about? 股市市值大幅缩水. So this is like shrunk. It's used figuratively. So shrunk in the wash, but the stock market shrunk in the wash, non-literally. The value has shrunk. 抽水. I don't think this is important. 工资缩水. All right, so we need to know there's this kind of shrink in the wash usage literally for, okay, 毛织品泡在热水里就缩水. So it shrinks in the wash, or the woolen products soaked in hot water will shrink. Okay, and it's used figuratively. 汽车销售收入近期缩水了. So yeah, sales income has shrunk, but the shui hasn't got any relation to anything. It's just, it's used because it's funny, something like that, maybe figurative. Shrunk in the wash. I don't know what thing, like, yeah, this year's profits have shrunk in the wash, kind of thing. 缩写. Maybe you dread hearing this word. 缩写. All right, I'll show you where you can find this word. It will be here, maybe. 缩写. Do you see it? Probably here somewhere. 缩写. No, this is probably a kind of 缩写. 缩写 is like a bridge. Maybe pause for a second. I'll see if we can find this word. All right, so here you may recognize this. This is the HSK6, like it's a past exam script. This is a 书写部分, so the writing section. What is the task? 缩写. There it is. 缩写. This is where you'll see it. 缩写. Kind of means a bridge, right? So you know the task, right? You read these 1,000 characters within a 10-minute time frame, and then you rewrite it using 400 characters or thereabouts. You try to preserve the meaning and just get rid of superfluous details. Yeah. 缩写. 仔细阅读下面这篇文章，时间为10分钟。阅读时不能抄写，记录。Really? Whoops. I've always done that. 记录. I've made notes all over this. I'm pretty sure you can do that. 抄写 maybe not, can't do it on a separate piece of paper. I think I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, the examiners just watch you do it. I mean, it's not like you're trying to do anything weird. 10分钟后，监考收回 阅读材料收回. So this is the 阅读材料, this part here. So you've got 10 minutes to read it, and I'll take it back in 10 minutes. 请你将这篇文章缩写成一篇文章, 一篇短文. So 缩写 here is a verb meaning to abridge. So you rewrite it in 400 characters. 时间为35分钟. 标题自拟. 自拟. So you write your own title, important. 只需复述文章内容，不需加入自己的观点。Yeah, it's not just 不需, you don't need to, it's 不允许, you're not allowed to. 字数为400左右，请把作文直接写在答题卡上。答题卡 is the answer card. So, yeah, if you're doing the handwritten one, you would handwrite it on the card. And if you do the computer version, you would input it in the computer. All right, that's that. That's where you see the character, the word 缩写. Where is it? 缩写 here. You may also see it on books like this. 三国演义. 三国演义, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Do you see it? 无障碍阅读版. So 无障碍. So 无障碍 means no obstacles. It's used for 无障碍通道, this sort of thing. This is like a suitable passage for wheelchairs, right? You don't say disabled, like disabled access or something like this. You say 无障碍, it's kind of non-disabled, right? Anyone can use it. So there's no disability, no obstacles. So this is 无障碍阅读版. So non-obstacles reading version. Yeah, but we don't have 缩写. Maybe it's at the front here somewhere. 缩写. Maybe not. But it is an abridged version of 三国演义. Yeah, in reality, 三国演义 is really heavy. Like, the actual version would be pretty intense. I don't think I could do that. Is it here? Can't really see. Can I make that? How big can I make that? 疑难字 what? 疑难字注释注解赏析作品艺术手法有效突破阅读障碍，也提升写作。It's not there, is it? They didn't use 缩写. But you get the idea. It's abridged. Abridged. No, to abridge and abridge. Abridged version, this I think. 缩写. Okay, 缩印. Yin meaning to print or to stamp. To, yeah, 缩印. I'm not sure what that would mean. I'm going to count it as a green one. Sounds like some sort of artistic style. 缩印. 缩印. Oh, reprint in a reduced format. Oh, so is this a 缩印? No, it's not, is it? They didn't use saw anywhere. I didn't see saw. Yeah, so reprint in a reduced format. 缩印. Okay, 用摄影法把书面文字资料等元件缩小，然后制版印刷. So it's a reprint with fewer characters, reduced size edition. Yeah. Yeah. So reproduce with in a small compressed version. You know what? I don't think this is a top priority word. 紧缩. In meaning like tight or even taut, like compressed tightly. 紧缩. We saw this, didn't we? Like while we're studying the other words. 紧缩，收紧缩小 ，yeah， 所以紧缩费用，紧缩包围圈，encirclement， 紧缩编剧 ，staff。There's another meaning of 编剧 that I did not know. 紧缩开支 Yeah, so I think, what was it? 缩小、缩减 I think maybe both are okay. 缩减开支 has a similar meaning to this, but maybe 紧缩, you're just being stricter. 紧缩银根 What is 银根 Bank facility. All right, 银根紧缩货币投放和信贷 All right, 投放 tighten the money supply and credit. Yeah, all right. 紧缩 next is 减缩 So 减 will be like 简化的减 So simplify, 缩 shrink. So maybe it's like make something smaller and simpler. I think it's both. 减缩 it didn't come up. 简单的简 Where is it? Do you see it? Maybe I'll put it in one by one. 简单缩写缩写的缩减缩精简压缩 condense maybe it isn't it does contain elements of simplify 将长篇报告简缩为摘要 so you condense it into an abstract so you often have like a 10-page research paper and you have to summarize it in a 摘要 an abstract This is abstract in the sense of a summary or you see it on research papers or maybe on your homework 简缩为摘要浓缩 okay 浓缩 yeah 浓缩 you see on coffee 浓缩浓 meaning dense so 浓缩 dense concentrated 浓缩Usually it's coffee where I see this 浓缩咖啡 It's like espresso, is it not? 浓缩咖啡 Yeah, espresso 浓缩 concentrated But usually it's coffee What else can be 浓缩 Yeah, coffee So what else 浓缩果汁橙汁 Oh, this is like orange juice concentrate. Yeah, so you add water and you turn it into orange juice again. 浓缩橙汁浓缩橙汁浓缩 What's this? 柔顺力 concentrated fabric softener. All right. 浓缩树脂 Oh, this is concentrated resin. This is a concept in Genshin Impact. Yeah, so 树脂 is resin. So 树 meaning tree, 脂 meaning fat. So tree fat is a resin. A concept in Genshin Impact, 原神. Yeah, so every day you get something like 200 resin, and you can use it on whatever you want. And you can also do this kind of concentrated resin process. So you 浓缩树脂 and yeah, it makes your resin more effective, but also you kind of use it, use it up. And you're currently limited to 5 concentrated resin at a given time. Yeah, it also costs this insect shell, I don't know what it's called. 浓缩树脂 concentrated resin. And that's about, oh, 浓缩稀球. Concentrated washing clothes balls. I don't know what that is. Is this something like this? Chuck it in the washing machine, I guess. All right, what's next? 浓缩压缩 压缩 to compress. So you can compress physical things, but often it's like 压缩 files. 压缩. Yeah, so compress physical things, but a lot of the time it's like files you're zipping up. 压缩 数据压缩. Okay, data compression. So here we're talking about data as well. So maybe almost all of them are data compression. Yeah, 压缩. Oh, here is a compressor. It'll be 压缩器. I don't know. 电动汽车用空调压缩机. 压缩机 would be a compressor. 压缩机 compressor. Okay, 压缩机. 压缩饼干 compressed biscuit. So this is for like soldiers and things, I guess. 压缩饼干. It didn't load properly. I'll try again. 压缩饼干. Is this for soldiers or do people like to enjoy? Yeah. 代餐饱腹健康粗粮. Yeah, so it's very easy to carry around. Maybe if you go camping or something like this. Or maybe if you're a soldier. I think something like that. Yeah, what else can be 压缩? 压缩面膜 compression mask. Oh, yeah, this is one of these things you stick on your face, but before you do that, you need to put it in water to expand. It's weird. Here, 压缩面膜使用方法. Yeah, it's weird, right? So, 配合爽肤水, so some special water, 配合奶油 milk, and then 形成面膜. All right. Yeah, so it's a little thing like this. You don't eat it. You put it on your face. 压缩面膜 invisible compressed mask. All right. I did not know that's a thing. 压缩文件, 压缩毛巾. What is a compressed towel? Oh, it's the same concept. You have a towel and you put it in water to expand. Is that right? Or do you, or maybe you just take it out and unfurl it? Anyway, 压缩, what else? 压缩空气, compressed air. 压缩空气. Different types of compressed air and different things. All right, you get the idea. 压缩 to compress, but 压缩 here. Most of the time it's 压缩文件, 压缩碟, 压缩碟. Do you know 压缩碟? Maybe people don't have 压缩碟 anymore. 压缩碟. No, 碟. Yeah, 碟 is it's that one, right? 压缩碟. This one, yeah, 压缩碟. 碟 is dish plate, but in this context, it means like a CD. So 压缩 is compressed, right? So this is like maybe 10, no, maybe even longer than that. Maybe 15, 20 years ago in China, you can buy 压缩碟. They would have shops that just sell 压缩碟, and on the 压缩碟, you would have compressed movies and games and things like that. Yeah, they were pretty cheap, but you ended up with a whole pile of CDs and so on, all these discs. 压缩碟. Yeah. And you'll get like 30 movies on a single disc and so on. So the 压缩 because it compressed. 压缩碟. But nowadays you just use BitTorrent. BT. BitTorrent. BitLiu. Bit, it's bit, so BitFlow. Oh, there's another one, BitTorrent. BitLiu. BitTorrent. All right. Okay. 压缩, okay. What is 节衣缩食. So my guess is it pertains to clothing and food, and probably you want to save them and not waste them. And maybe you're not particularly wealthy or having trouble financially. 节衣缩食. 节衣缩食. Economize on food and clothing. Live frugally. So maybe the literal meaning pertains to clothing and food, but there's a kind of an extended meaning, which is just live frugally. 省穿省吃, 形容生活非常节俭. No. 节省. Scrimp and save. 为把孩子拉扯大. What is 拉扯大? Bring up. 拉扯大. First time I've encountered that word. 他们不得不节衣缩食. Yeah, 节衣缩食. 节衣节食. No, 缩衣节食 as well. All right. All right, how are we going for time? It's taking a bit longer than I was expecting. Anyway, hold on. So this is the 多音字长 and 长, but here this is 长. Maybe it's both. I'm not sure. Let's find out. So this, we'll just do them. I'm guessing this is 长幼, meaning grown and ungrown, mature and immature. 长幼. I am incorrect. It is 长幼. So 年长的和年幼者. Got the meaning right, but it is 长. So presumably they're all 长, 学长, 尊长, 长辈. I guess they're all 长. 长 often means like senior, 家长. Anyway. 年长的和年幼的. So old and young. 长幼不分, 长幼同乐. So enjoyable by both the old and young. Yeah. And this is just putting two antonyms together to form like X and not X. A noun that means X and not X. Okay, 长辈. Is it 长辈 or 长辈? I always get them mixed up. 长辈. 辈分高的人. Yeah, so these are your elders, 长辈. Elders are like seniors or something like this. Usually like in your family. 尊敬长辈. 不能对长辈不敬. All right. 你跟长辈怎么老这样硬顶? What is 硬顶? Impudent, maybe. 硬顶. 他经常向长辈求救. 求教. Sorry, 求教. Yeah, so this is your elders. I think most of the time it's in your family, like your ancestors. That's like your parents and their parents and so on. 长辈. Okay, what is 长亲? I don't know. 长亲? Maybe it's 长辈的亲戚. 长亲. Didn't come up. 亲戚中辈分大的人. Okay, so I was right? That's the same as saying like, so 长辈的亲戚. Yeah. 亲戚中, within your relatives, the seniors, right? Senior relatives. All right. Okay. Yeah, so this is a problem. So 厂长 is a word, 亲自 is a word. This is not the word 长亲. Yeah, so there are no examples of this word. All right. Anyway, I don't think it's particularly important. 长子, 长子. So I guess it just means elder, right? Senior, elder. 年纪大，辈分高的人，年纪大，德行高的人。What is 德行？ morally superior, a morally superior person. 长子，风范。What is 风范？ Demeanor. 尊重长者。I don't know this word, but I don't think it's particularly critical. I see the characters and it's like, oh yeah, I know what that means. I'm just going to interpret it as 长辈 or whatever the context is. I'm not going to use it myself. What is 年长? 就是someone older than you, is it? 年长. Oh, maybe it is, could be something. No, 年岁大. I know, my first guess was correct. Someone older than you, you're senior. Maybe this is used in the context of school, like your seniors at school, not like in higher levels or grade, like 三年级, we'll think of 四年级 as their seniors, maybe. 我们当中属你年长，还是你领着大家干吧? So this, no, shu. This would be 算, like think of you as a senior. 他比我年, is this what they're talking about? 年长3岁. 他比我年长3岁. Yeah. Oh, I almost feel like that doesn't count as a word. It's just two separate words. All right. 师长. So 长 is used as a suffix to mean the senior or the person in charge. Right? I guess the assumption is the senior is the one in charge. 师长, shi would be a teacher. So I'm guessing 师长 would be either the teacher in charge or a teacher or whatever, whoever happens to be in charge. Something like that. 师长. 对老师的尊称. All right, so you call your teacher 师长, it's polite. And this one, division commander, some military thing. Okay. 军队中师 No, 军队11等 No, 11级的最高指挥员. I don't know, some military honorific. 尊敬师长. So just another word for teacher. All right, that's not especially enlightening, but all right. 师长. 兄长. Is this just another way of saying brother? Like elder brother? 兄长. 哥哥, yeah. 兄长请放心. Okay, 同辈男性的间的尊称. 久闻兄长大名. Old brother. With more respect. All right. 学长. So 学长 would be like the senior student or something like that. 学长. Schoolmate, oh, this one. Also the dean. No, dean would be 校长. Since we're looking at that, 校长. 校长. 对比 对比自己年长和或比自己年纪高的同学的称呼，也用于尊称一般同学。一般同学。So, okay, meant for senior co-students, but you can say it just to be nice or respectful. Yeah, I think I don't care about this. Like, no example sentences. That's a sign it's not worth caring about. 尊长, is it 尊长爱老 or something like that? 尊长 is a 成语, right? 敬师尊长, 目尊长. No, okay, 尊长. So this is a noun meaning elders and betters. Okay. Superiors in the sense of someone with more experience. And the assumption is that people who are older than you have more experience. 辈分和地位高的人. All right. How much do I care? I think I care very little about this word. It does not seem very important to me. 尊长. The important thing is it is a noun meaning this. So it's not a verb. All right. Noun. Okay, put that as green. These words are not very common. I don't know. There's so many other words they could have chosen for 长. I don't know why they chose these ones. 尊长. But it's another word for increase. 部长, like the head of the department. It's used as a suffix. 部长. 局长, the head of the 局. 校长. 成长 is the growing up, right? 家长, yeah, the head of the family. Usually it refers to parents. So you get this word in the context of schools and so on. They will want to talk to the 家长. So it may not necessarily be their like 父母. It depends on the makeup of the family. 队长, the leader of the team. 生长, kind of similar to 成长, but 生长 involves birth, right? Brought up. I grew up in a big city. Oh no, 成长 is like related to maturing, whereas 生长 is growing up. 市长 mayor, yeah, the city leader. 外长, don't know this one. 外交部长, okay. 厂长, yeah, the leader of a factory. 团长, leader of a team. 科长, section chief. Oh, 科 is like a department here, I guess. 县长, 县 is like a, I don't know, a district of something in China. 县长, it's the divisions are different. County? They're different in each country. 长大, yeah, 长大了. 我长大了. 班长, the leader of the class. Class captain. Yeah. There was a lot that they could have used, but they didn't. All right. Yeah, some of these words seem like very low priority. Anyway, let's call it a video. Thank you for watching. Yeah, remember to 点赞, and I will see you in the next video. 下次聊, bye bye.